Hello guys, welcome to another grand interesting video on your Leansimcorp channel. And in this today's tutorial, we are going to understand about using in detail AGV process flow for delivering our material from one station to another. And the most important part we are going to look into this tutorial is about how the things are going to be working. If you're looking for FlexSim simulation support or looking for training courses related to simulation, or if you're looking for digital twin solutions, or you're looking for engineering automation, you're on a right page. Visit Leansimcorp.com and be a member now to get access and support in all these domains. So, there are some of the major things in this today's tutorial which we're going to learn. First is how we are going to transfer material from our processors onto these control points so that these boxes would be picked up by the AGVs. So this will act as a pickup points for us, and then we have drop-off points at the top area. If you could see, right, this is the loading dock. Loading dock in the sense this is output area, this is input area where the AGVs are going to pick up the parts, and here they are going to unload the parts. Then in this tutorial going ahead, we are also going to look at how to use multiple different AGVs and how those will be automatically controlled by the traffic, by the control points itself. And we are going to make their areas of what I can say, we are going to make the areas in order to get them parked. So these are all the things we are going to look into today's tutorial. So let us start. So the first thing which you need to do is, if you had watched our AGV tutorial, the last part, that is great. Now we will be going ahead of that. But if you are new to this channel or this tutorial, I'll request you to watch our last parts which you have already made on AGVs. So in the last part, you could have seen we had only this rectangle and we didn't have the small rectangle here and this small rectangle and the curved path here. So this is what you need to create. Just like by using AGV paths here, you need to use curved paths, straight paths, control points. Once that is been done, what you're going to do is you're going to click on this by having a connection on this control point, and then you're going to click on this point. Once you click on this, right, you're going to get one more option, that is pickup points. I'll just show you because it's already been picked up. What I'll do is I'll just bring in one more control point here. And what you need to do is you need to place all these control points in this fashion. A connection you need to make from this connection, control point, to this control point, and you see you have a pickup point here. This pickup point you need to pick and you will get this green line. Ensure you get a green line here. Okay. We have already connected these processors to this control point in our last tutorial. The first thing you need to do is you need to make this all pickup points. Once this is done, you need to go to the top area. You need to create this path areas here. Put in 4 control points. And similar to that, what you need to do is, I'll just drop it out here. What you are supposed to do is, you are supposed to make a connection from this control point to this control point with a drop-off location. The moment you click on the drop-off location, what you're going to get is you're going to get this blue line. Okay. So I just delete this for now. And you need to put in one queue. In the last tutorial, if you could have seen, we had a sink there. You need to click this queue, and this queue has to be connected to this control point just like we connect. Once these things are done, you need to go into the toolbox and you need to create a item list. Okay, you need to create an item list, and by creating an item list, you will be getting this as a thing. Here you need to rename this to load type and make this dynamic. Once this thing is done, you need to make it okay. So we have an item list now, and we have an AGV work list as well. Okay, AGV work list, if you could remember, we have already created that into use transport. And what we're supposed to do is the new item list which we just created, we're going to induce that into send to port here. Here you need to come use list, item list, and here you need to select item list. Similarly, you need to do it for staging to processor. So what will happen is all these parts will be going into this list. But now we have pushed it to the list. In the loading queue which we just created a new one, you need to click onto the pull strategy here, go into the pull strategy, go to the use list, pull from the item list, and here you need to select item list. Once these things are done, we are supposed to reset and run and check the model if that works, and that's fantastically, it should be working. Now the next thing which I wanted to tell you that, okay, you created this, you had a loading points, you have a unloading points. Now you can see these AGVs will be going to unloading point there, and they will be unloading their points, unloading their dock, or unloading their part which are carrying. Now this is fantastically done. So they will go to that area, if you see, and the available drop-off point, they will reach out to the nearest and they will undo or unload that. This is how the continuous functions and operations are going to work. There is one more thing you need to change by going to the general process flow, is that in the source you are supposed to make this as 10. Initially it was 2. Okay. Now we are